Oh boy, I'm sure many of you guys have been waiting for this moment. You guys are pretty much waiting for me to have my take on this, to have my say on something that has recently happened. Hoo boy. And trust me, for this podcast, on this episode, I decided to save that for last. Because my God, we are going to be going back to right now what is the most hated animated feature that has yet to be released. And I'm telling you, it's like I said before, every time there is a bit of news or something regarding about it has been announced or we're given more info, it's pretty much bombarded with such hatred. It is a movie in which the idea is just so freaking stupid. It's unbearable to even understand why they would even go forward with this. It's honestly ridiculous. And what happened right now is that it's not doing us any favors or any reassurance that this would be good whatsoever, especially now that the reactions are growing stronger and stronger and stronger, and we are confirming more and more and more that this is going to be hands down one of the worst animated features to be released. This is going to be the 2017's norm of the North. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, I am referring to you about the Emoji Movie. Yes, the Emoji Movie has finally returned to reveal its ugly head once again, this time not in the form of a picture, but in the form of a teaser trailer. So now we are actually seeing some characters moving and stuff like that. So we are going to see a bit of what the tone could possibly be. So hopefully Sony would actually be smart enough to go and present this highly energetic tone or something that would seem really encouraging to show maybe the Emoji Movie would be worth it. Maybe they'll present something that could be really extravagant, that it can leave us wanting more, you know? Maybe they could go and do that. Nope! No, they did not! Holy crap, after watching this teaser trailer, it left me so freaking confused about what I've just witnessed. Because literally, it's legit the laziest, uncreative trailer I've ever witnessed for an animated film. Literally, here's the scenario that we got. Allow me to describe you what the fridge I just watched with this Emoji Movie trailer. Okay, so it pretty much starts out, you got a hand on the phone, and then, we're going into the phone, and we see the meh emoji. It's just that. It's just the meh emoji in a white background. And all he's doing is just, he's in this, bored mood and just telling people to go watch the movie. And literally, that's freaking it! You got the meh emoji just standing there going, "Hi everyone, come and check out the Emoji Movie, bring your family," and that's it. And literally that's it. Then suddenly the title appeared, and then we just got a bunch of emojis on their column, just talking about their day and stuff like that. And somehow they decided to throw in a poop joke. Well, not really a poop joke. They were about to say something that refers to poop, and then you see the freaking poop emoji. You see the poop emoji on the side making a joke, literally just making a poop joke, you know? That's literally it. That's it. It's I was, like I said before, I was just sitting there freaking confused about what I just watched. It's that's it? That's your trailer? That's all that's all you're doing? You're just gonna have, a bored-looking emoji trying to sell its audience about the Emoji Movie. Literally, what is the goal? What are you freaking trying to achieve with this? This is a selling point? This is legit a selling point? This bored-looking, crappy drawing of an emoji just telling you to come watch this movie. Honestly, this would only make sense if you made several trailers like this. If you have different emoticons, like if you have a happy emoji, like a happy emoji trying to tell you to come watch to watch this, a sad emoji, an angry emoji, a cool, like an emoji with sunglasses, then that would actually make sense, Like you do get a bit of a variety. But no, they only decided to make the bored-looking emoji. That's it. That's the only one that they've made, and that's the only one that they're trying to sell. Now, I've heard arguments that apparently, like, some people are trying to craft this theory that apparently Sony is doing this because they're actually aware about the reception, and they want to make a comedy out of it, that they're kind of like self-aware that not like nobody is excited about it, and they want to try to emulate that. But no, I mean, like, for God's sakes, like, even if they do that on purpose, it's still stupid of Sony for doing that. I mean, for God's sakes. I mean, for God's, like, honestly, do you think this is really selling me? It was like, oh, look, the movie is self-aware that it's going to be a piece of crap, so maybe I'm going to go and check it out too. Like, what is it trying to say? Like, seriously, what is this trailer trying to tell me? That this is going to be a dull piece of crap? Like, that's what it is. It's like, it starts out, it's dull, and then you see a piece of crap. Thus, this is going to be a dull piece of crap. Hey, at least, maybe this could be a step up. Like, it's just going to be boring. It's not going to be freaking infuriating, Like, maybe that could be the step up, The best case scenario is going to be freaking boring, and you might not end up, I might go see this, and I might not feel like I did with the Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs films, where I end up feeling like a freaking idiot when watching it, looking at such poorly animated garbage, doing such stupid things, and writers being absolute freaking idiots thinking that they're doing something called comedy. Maybe I won't feel that way, and I'll just feel bored. So maybe this is not going to be the next Norm of the North. This could be the next Wildlife. Yeah, that's freaking reassuring, Sony. That is freaking reassuring. And by the way, I do want to mention, however, even though I mentioned that there is no variations of this trailer where you got the meh emoji and then a happy emoji and then a sad emoji and all that kind of stuff, they didn't do that. But there are two different types of trailers. One is actually the regular trailer, and then you actually got another one which is actually filmed vertically. It's all done in the vertical panel. And what I mean by that is that, like, it's meant to be viewed on the phone where, like, you can watch it vertically. And honestly, that's just freaking stupid. Okay, I get it. Like, it's a trailer that's meant for your freaking phone. But no, these kinds of... No, you don't do that. You don't freaking do that. You don't do the vertical thing, man. You don't do... Like, that's just honestly stupid. Like, even people who, like, whenever they would watch a movie or, like, they would watch a YouTube video that's shot vertically, like, they would flip their crap. Nobody likes that. Nobody likes the vertical shot, okay? Just keep it horizontal, all right? You don't know trends, Sony. You just don't know frickin' trends. Seriously. You're, like, it's enough that you're freaking making an emoji movie, but trying to do this vertical thing? Like, what, are you gonna shoot, is there gonna be a version of the movie that you can watch on your phone that's completely vertical? No! That's dumb, like, oh my god. That is so stupid. That isn't, you're freaking idiots, I swear to freaking God. But, on top of that, the one interesting thing to note that I want to add, however, is actually the reactions. I've already stated that apparently the reception for this movie is growing stronger and stronger in terms of its negativity, and people are hating it more and more and more and more. And what's pretty much going on is that when you look onto YouTube, I actually have several links from different YouTube channels that uploaded, like movie clips. I got Kino Check right here. I also got IGN and all that kind of stuff. It is really negative, I'm telling you. The downvotes are going down like crazy, and the reception that's going on so far, it's pretty much the equivalent of what pretty much happened with the 2016 Ghostbusters reboot. And what I mean by that, it's not necessarily like in terms of quantity, where you got like a million people pressing the dislike button like wildfire and stuff like that. But I mean more in terms of the ratio, that the grand majority, probably more than 9 out of 10 people, would press the dislike button. It's ridiculous. I mean, like, every single one that I go to, it's crazy negative. And you know, the most insane thing is actually I'm on the official Sony Pictures Animation page, and it's actually, and believe it or not, it's actually highly negative there as well. Like even on, like, no joke, like on the official on the official YouTube channel of Sony Pictures Animation, like even there it is highly negative. And apparently, I think, and honestly, I think they closed down the comments in here. I don't know, like I'm scrolling down the comments, it looks like it's saying that it has some comments in here, but I'm not seeing any of them pop out. I think legitimately Sony Animation did close down the comments. Oh, but if you think that's bad, if you honestly think that is bad, oh, take a look at what they did in the official YouTube channel of Sony Pictures Entertainment. Now in here, oh my god, it is really bad. Not only did Sony disable the like and dislike bar, they also closed down the comment section. And I think, I'm not 100% sure, but I think they made the trailer US only on their YouTube channel. Now, I don't know if there are other places like the UK or any other country that is capable of watching the trailer, but so far from what no joke, from what I'm seeing, it actually says the uploader has not made this video available in your country. So no joke, this is, okay, like admittedly, like this is almost going into the territory of Donald Trump in terms of not taking criticism. Like this pretty much confirms that the people at Sony Pictures, they know for a fact that people hate the Emoji Movie. They hate its existence. They hate the fact that it's being made. And every single information that we've gotten so far, it's pretty much stupid. There is no way that anybody would be dumb enough to actually look at that and think, oh, this might actually turn out pretty good. Or, you know, I actually trust Sony Pictures Animation enough that they could actually make good movies, so I'm gonna go and be hopeful about the Emoji Movie. Nobody is that stupid, okay? Nobody is that brain-damagingly dumb to think that there was actually a chance that the Emoji Movie would be good. Like, I know that there are some people out there who think, oh, imagine if the Emoji Movie would actually turn out to be fantastic. No, there's no frickin' way. It is hopeless. This piece of garbage, it is frickin' hopeless. And honestly, just watching the trailer, I cannot feel, like, honestly, I cannot help but feel so sorry for all those animators working on this, that honestly, I apologize that I completely forgot who said this, but I remember I saw on Twitter that somebody actually commented, and they described it best, that imagine somebody who had to work so many years in university to study animation, only to end up being picked up at Sony Pictures Animation in order to work on, in order to animate the poop emoji, which his name is Poop Daddy, by the way. So yeah, imagine if that happened. I cannot help but feel sorry. Like, seriously, it must be awful at Sony Pictures Animation just for those people working on the Emoji Movie. Now, Sony Pictures Animation already has this infamous reputation of having such low morale. Like there are barely any people who are happy when working at Sony Animation. Like, I really want to know, like, honestly, I would love to get some information from people who do work at Sony Pictures Animation. Like, you could be anonymous about it. Like, actually, I encourage it. Like, for anybody who works at Sony Pictures Animation, for anybody who works at Sony Pictures Animation or who is working on the Emoji Movie, you can you can make yourself anonymous. That is completely fine. But you could send me an email at podcast@filmbook.com with the animation podcast in the subject line and tell me, what is it like so far working on the Emoji Movie? How is the environment going? How do you feel working on what is now known as the most hated animated feature that has yet to be released? Seriously, I just gotta know. Oh my god, it's just really ridiculous. And honestly, is there anything I would like to add about it? I honestly don't know, but it's just so stupid. It's just, my god. Actually, there is one thing that I would like to add, actually, is that if you guys remember in the last episode in the animation podcast, I actually talked about a project in which Sony Animation did announce, which is called VEVO. And I expressed some optimism about it because it actually does sound like a pretty interesting movie, considering that it does have songs from Lin-Manuel Miranda. And he has already proven that he did a great job with incorporating music and animation with Moana. So I'm actually pretty excited for that. But the big thing is that, holy crap, it's going to be released at the end of 2020. And I expressed some worrisome about it because I'm not even sure if Sony Pictures Animation is even gonna freaking last that long. Because they still gotta go through this. There's still that chance that they are going to be failing massively with every single project that they have in 2017. Maybe not all, but at least a good amount that's going to make Sony Pictures Animation lose a lot of money, and then they could end up ultimately shutting down. Because Sony Pictures would realize there's no point in keeping Sony Pictures Animation. It is an absolute hopeless brand that nobody would buy. The Sony Pictures Animation name would not sell, period. And that's it. Seriously. And plus the fact that when you do think about it nowadays, the Sony Pictures Animation name is entirely tarnished. Nobody likes Sony Animation anymore because of the Emoji Movie. Because there are still those people that are bringing up the fact that they have to make so many sacrifices in order to make the Emoji Movie. Now, if you don't know what I'm referring to, I'm sure that you are seeing these comments happening over and over again that Sony Pictures Animation has legitimately canceled Genndy Tartakovsky's Popeye and Lauren Faust's Medusa in order to bring you the Emoji Movie. Now, I'm sure that there are many reasons why those projects ended up being shut down and why those directors ended up, just getting out, they had to go and part their ways with Sony. Now, I understand there could be many different factors, but I'm sure one big one is to make this a priority. That they want that, screw these anticipated projects that people are excited for from well-respected figures in the animation industry. Screw all that. We can throw that out away in order to make room for the Emoji Movie. Sony, this is why you're gonna freaking shut down, man. This is freaking why, I swear to God. This is why you are known as the laughingstock of the animation industry. You big freaking piece of crap. My God, no pun intended. I swear to God. Man, I don't know I honestly don't know what's more infuriating nowadays. Donald Trump or Sony Pictures Animation. Either way, they're both giving me a freaking headache. I'm actually going to end this off by using a tweet that I actually done that surprisingly it ended up being very popular to my surprise. But I just want to repeat this just to make the message clear. Now, regarding the Emoji Movie teaser trailer that we have here, it's not building up any hype or any anticipation for the movie whatsoever. Instead, it is only building hype and it's only building anticipation for my review. Hey guys, this is Animat. I just want to remind you guys that this is just a little taste of what you can get with the Animation Podcast. This is not all of it. If you guys want to go and listen to the full episodes of the Animation Podcast, then allow me to show you some of the different ways that you can go. First off, you can actually go on the website that it is hosted on, Filmbook, so you can go directly onto there. You can also go and check out the official Filmbook Podcast YouTube page, so at least you don't have to go away from YouTube and you can listen to the podcast right there. But if you would like to listen on the go, like if you want to listen it to on your phone or on your iPad and all that kind of stuff, then you can listen to it on either iTunes or you can listen to it on Android. So those are all the different options, and if you'd like to have more info, then all you have to do is just check in the description down below. And with all that said, I just want to say thank you guys so much for listening, and until next time, see you later, dudes!